Good midday, everybody. Freaking hot here. So what are we doing today? Today we have a little chores day. All kinds of stuff that still need to be wrapped up. Also one thing is our Benjamin. The water from the well. Let me get over there. Whew. So we put this hose here, but the hose extended only exactly until in the well. And now that the well from the water is going down, the water from the well is going down. We need a longer hose because it's already stretched to the max. So yeah, this is the well. And the pump is still under now. But there's no water coming out anymore because it needs a little bit more slack. So we need to extend this pipe a bit. That'll be one of the small chores for today. Well, you never know here how the chores turn out. Sometimes they take a long time. And also in the heat you need to go a little bit slower, of course. So yeah, this is the state of Benjamin at the moment. He does have a lot of very brown leaves that are going to fall off. But his branches seem to be okay. They still seem a little bit sturdy. So let's all pray for Benjamin here. See if we can get him through the excruciating summer. So yeah, I cleaned up a little around the mini rebuild. But it's all these Carrinho de Mouse wheelbarrows that need to go to the other land because I'm putting it there. So I'm taking one wheelbarrow like every hour. There's a lot more stuff laying around also on the backside. And a lot of wood. So I'll be taking Carrinhos down there for the rest of the day probably. One other thing we needed to do. Well, two other things actually. Elan here need to be fixed to the roof. So when some wind comes it doesn't blow off. And I have Wi-Fi transceiver there. And this is not functioning anymore. I tried to reset it already, but that didn't work. So we need to try again. First let's see if we can get Elan fixed to the roof. So I marked the drill, like how big is the plug, because I don't want to go through the wall here. The plug is going to fit easily. But if I go too far, I end up in the bathroom. We don't want that. No. So I marked off Elan's foots here. We're gonna move it. I moved it a little bit away from the wall because here we're gonna work still. This wall needs to be rearranged. So I moved it a little bit more to the side. It didn't affect the internet at all. Now I marked it off. I need to move it a little bit back and drill the holes. Let's fix Ian to the bathroom roof. Elan is not going anywhere anymore. Not that the foot is really stable, but the foot is fixed to the roof. Another thing we need to do is look at this Wi-Fi transceiver. I'm first going to try reset and see if I can get it back on the app, the managing app for the Wi-Fi network. Yeah, let's see. So we have a small issue here. I used the reset button once before, but now the reset button is completely pushed into the device. I can't push the reset button anymore. And it's not coming up on the network. So I'm gonna take it off and maybe later tonight I'll see if I can open it up, see what's wrong with it. we do need to order 1 or 2 more also for our guests, so they can have Wi-Fi. Lovely view up here. So the idea is to cut a little bit off this pipe, so I can fix with these things the other pipe inside of it. Should be a very easy, straightforward solution. That was easy. I shortened the hose a little because I think the pump was not powerful enough to push it through an extra 25 meters of pipe. Or I just wasn't patient enough. Let's see if Benjamin gets some water. Nope, not yet. The pump is working though, because when I disconnected it there was coming a lot of water. Maybe more patience. It's not my strongest point. Yes, more patience. Still nothing. When I walk a little bit downhill with the hose, the water comes out. I can hardly believe that the extra 3 meters that I have now in there will cause it not to be able to pump it up anymore. Or again, I'm being impatient. Still no water. Seems like the pump suddenly cannot bring up enough pressure to pump it up here. I replaced some of the yellow hose with the black hose because it's a little bit less wide. So I thought maybe it can have a little bit more pressure. But also that doesn't help. The pump is also further down in the well, so it needs to pump up also that part. So maybe we've reached the capacity of the pump, which would not be good. And also the well has reached almost the end of its water. So I don't know if it's gonna come further up the level of the groundwater, but I think not. I'll have another look at that a bit later tonight. Ooh, that wind is good. Now I'm gonna have some lunch and maybe do a siesta. So get you updated on that in the next video. From a boiling plateau here. See you on the next video. Bye. Thank you for watching another video of the Portugal project. If you want to follow the Portugal project more closely, you can also add it on Facebook. Or add me on my personal account on Facebook or Instagram. See you next time at the Portugal project.